Hey folks, I'm receiving a lot of questions about this DAW7 assignment, so I thought I'd walk you through how to do these in such a way that you get feedback that you're doing it right in the minimal amount of steps. So this is a tutorial. So a couple of the things here, you make sure you're using the tools on the bottom. I was just trying this on my iPad as well. It does work. Just be careful with where you click. You want to be very focused on getting the right lengths to happen. So it's a little picky about that. So we're doing line segment A to B. It's going to end up like this picture on top when we're done. So line segment is the third tool on the bottom. I'm going to make a segment. So you want to click on A, notice the finger when you're there. And then if you're looking for your other endpoint, it's an arrow, but if you get close to a point, it will actually turn into a finger and it'll grab it. Right? So if that manages to happen, you want to click on point B, then you've made that segment happen and it is the correct segment, and it tells you did it right. So look for the feedback. So then the second thing is to do a ray from C to D. So it's going to go from point C to point D and then keep going. So it's going to be the next tool, the ray tool, option number 4 on the bottom. Make a ray. So I'm going to click on point C again when I'm just wherever it's at. My cursor is an arrow, but when I get close to point C, it's going to make a finger and it's going to get dragged towards point C, which helps me be more accurate. Kind of look around for that. Again, you're trying to go through point D, so when your cursor turns from an arrow to a finger, point D grabs my ray, that's what I want, and then I have to click on point D to make it finish. It'll change color. It'll say well done, and it'll look kind of like that. All right, then we're doing circles. So next point, the way you make circles is you click on the center first. So we're doing a circle with a center E and radius EF. So when I click on E, again, you're looking for the cursor switch. There it is. Click on E. And then you can make a circle be as big as you like, but if you want to go through point F, again, you're trying to get really close to that point with your cursor. It's going to do a weird thing. It looks like it's pulling towards F. That's good. You want that. So that is the right circle. Second circle is now a center at point F. Going the other way. So you want to click on point E. So this is looking pretty good. All we're missing is a point at the intersection of A, B. So right here we want an intersection. So your tool for this is the second option on the bottom here. And with this one, it's interesting. It's going to give you feedback for if you're getting it. So when you get close, again, you get looking for the cursor to switch from an arrow to a finger. I'm close. There we go. And it tells you, well done, level completed. And you're trying to get to do it in the smallest amount of moves possible for you, right? All right. And then the logic here is that as we move through the levels, we're going to start adding more and more tools to what's available on the bottom. Right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to level 1. What I'm going to be doing with level 1 is making an equilateral triangle tool. All right. So there is such a thing. If I do that, will it give me credit? Let's see. So if you do equilateral triangle tool, you want to select a segment. So you want to select the 2 endpoints. And it makes the triangle for me. So that's the way to do level 1. Just for fun, let me show you another way to do it. You can do it with circles. It won't give you the minimum number of point thing though. So with circles, you can do a circle from point A to point B, circle centered on point B going on point A, and then you have found the intersection up here because the circle has the same radius as AB. So you would do an intersection point, either on the top or the bottom. So that works, and then you can make this happen. So when we do this with a compass on Monday, this is going to be the way we have to do it because we don't have this fancy tool right here. And it also likes this method. So once you've done this in many, many steps, next time, no big deal. You just use the triangle tool. All right, so level 2. Let's try, level 2 is next. We're looking for a midpoint. If you look around here, there is a midpoint tool. I think that's not really the point. Here's what I recommend. Make equilateral triangles happen. So if you start at point A and go to point B, you'll make a triangle happen above. And when it says well done, it means you're on the right track. If you do it again, I'm going to do a triangle that's going to be below here. So I'm going to start with point B, go to point A. Triangle pops up on the bottom. And then I'm trying to find a midpoint of AB. It's supposed to look like this when I'm done. Something you can do is you can connect these 2 new points at the top and the bottom with a segment. This will go through the middle of AB. And once you've done that, your last job is to find that point in the middle. You can use the intersection tool and click on the intersection. And it says, hey, that was good. So that's a way to do that. All right, I'm going to do level 3 and stop this video. So level 3, and if you're wondering why we're doing this, oh, this one gets really mad at you if you don't do it the way it likes. We're doing this because next week we're going to be collecting the ways to do these particular constructions, these steps, both on the computer and with compass and protractor, and also with the patty paper and folding. So we're trying to understand the logic of these. So our job is to make an angle bisector. So we're sort of trying to figure out where is the middle of this angle and can we make it accurate? And this one's real picky, so you might have already noticed that. Strongly recommend using circles on vertex A. And the circle doesn't really matter how big it is. You can choose. You want it to intersect this side. You probably want to make an intersection where this circle meets the other side of the angle. Here. Well done, it means you're on the right track. And then what I want to do is I want to find the middle of the angle. There's a couple ways to do this, but I think a funky way might be to do the midpoint of DE. See if it works. So F is right in the middle between D and E, and I think I'm ready. I think I'm going to make a ray from A to F. So some of you are telling me it's not giving you credit for these things. I'm wondering if you've done them precisely or if you've been eyeballing estimating these. When we are doing constructions, estimation is completely out of the question. We want to be super, super precise.